Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're having a good one. I'm Nick, and we have reached the 1st of October. It is officially spooky season, guys. And I got lots of reviews and reactions and lots of cool content for you guys this month. And the first film that I'm going to take a look at is Hellfest. But before I do, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this type of content. And if you're feeling extra generous, you can go ahead and buy me a coffee or follow me on Letterboxd. Both of those will be in the descriptions, links to those. And yeah, let's get into this review. So Hellfest was released in 2018 and stars Amy Forsyth, Rang Edwards, Bex Taylor-Claus, and Stephen Conroy. And it was directed by Gregory Plotkin. So right off the bat, guys, I just want to say that I caught the trailers to this film before it released, and it really piqued my interest. I'm like, what a great premise at like this horror amusement park type carnival, if you will. And it being a slasher film. I'm like, this is excellent. In the trailer, it seemed like someone was stalking them, but they weren't sure if he was actually a part of the show or was he actually a stalker killer. And yeah, it just made me so excited to see it. I put it on when it came out, and I was immensely disappointed. I don't know what it was, but to me the movie sucked. And I was like, I couldn't ever see me revisiting it or anything like that. Until this October, I decided, you know what? I better give this movie a second chance, because I believe every movie deserves at least a second watch. Because maybe the first day that you've seen it, you were just not in the mood, or something else was going on that was bugging you or whatever. And let me tell you, I'm glad that I went back, because I do not hate this movie anymore, which is a real surprise to me. I suppose the first viewing I expected something completely different. I expected a slasher, obviously, but I thought there was going to be more to it than that. This is a fairly basic, straightforward plot to this film. It's literally a masked man is stalking this group of young adults at a carnival. And that's basically the film. They get picked off one by one. And there's not a whole lot of real big surprises or subplots going on or anything like that. And maybe that's why I didn't care for it the first time. And I just found it bland. But like I said, this time around, I actually appreciated much more of the film, its style and aesthetics. And yeah, let's get into it. And right off the bat, I just want to say, what a great film to start off your Halloween season with. It's in October. The film takes place in October. It's not necessarily a Halloween movie. Like, people aren't trick-or-treating or anything. But everybody's dressed up in these costumes. And the style of it just seems really like a good movie to put you in the Halloween mood. Whether you're talking about the set pieces, and just the way everything's done in the carnival is done so well, and it's so creepy. You got people going around in costumes. We got a great cinematography too. Like, there's each room that they go in has like different color patterns, whether it be like blue or red or yellow on the screen. But it looks natural. It doesn't look like they just put those colors there to stand out. And yeah, the film looks really nice. We also get a really good group to follow around in this film. I find all the main cast are super likable. Even the ones that are meant to be kind of a little too crazy. I had a real good time with them. Our main lead, for some reason, puts my mind to Allison from Halloween 2018. I know it's not the same actress, but there's something similar there. As well as Taylor is her name, the shorter haired crazy one that's right in the horror. She reminds me of Kirby from Scream 4. It's as if this is like the Wish version of all those characters. But yeah, they're all super likable. I can get behind all of them. And our main lead and her, not boyfriend, but her crush or whatever, I find they have so much chemistry, and the dialogue just feels so natural with them and with the rest of the cast. Like, I feel like I'm following around this group of people in real life. And I know people that act like this in real life, so that really helped this film. Tony Todd also gets a small role in this film. Don't expect to see him throughout the entire runtime. It has his name in the starting credits, but I always know better. When you see Tony Todd, he's usually not in the movie that much. But he is great when he is in this film. He like gets on stage with the executioner, and he's like the host of this execution, I guess. Now let's talk about the killer. The killer is called The Other. In the credits anyway, they don't really say it in the film. But go over to Fauci Cinema, Matt's channel. He does great reviews with the Other mask on. You'll get a kick out of that. But yeah, his mask, it's okay. It's not bad. It just kind of looks like a Wish version of Michael Myers' mask, like the Halloween Kills mask. It kind of looks like that a bit, don't you find? Just a little deformed in that. But yeah, it looks okay. I like the confrontations the killer has, especially with our main lead. Like, they run into each other quite a few times. And at first, she doesn't even realize he's a killer. She just thinks he works there and that. So it's really cool because the viewers, like, we know that he's the killer the whole time. They don't try to make a twist or anything. They show him right off the bat. And it's kind of cool how they make the killer just like a regular person, you know? It could be anybody. And that's the reality of it. And as you know, this is a slasher movie. And the kills are okay. Like, when I first watched this, I don't know if it was a different version or what, but I felt like all the kills were really cut short or barely showed anything. And I was like, oh, that was one of the reasons why I want to watch this film. But this time around, they're actually not too bad. We get like a pretty cool almost decapitation. We get some stabbings in that. A cool mallet kill to the head. And yeah, I'm like, these aren't that bad. I remember them being much worse. I mean, they're still not like up there with some of the greats like Friday the 13th or anything, but they're definitely decent. I also really like the pacing to this film. I feel like the movie gets right into it right away within 15 minutes. Like, you're in Hellfest and our characters are going in, and it's like, yes, you don't need a bunch of build up to this basic story anyway. So I'm glad they got right into it. And I was never bored throughout the entire runtime. I felt like it had a really good pace throughout. Getting into the more negative and mixed aspects of this film, the plot, like I said, is very basic, like super straightforward. And I wish they would have tried to throw in a little more subtext or a little bit more like a social commentary or something in there, you know, just to give it a little more depth. Because this is as basic as it comes. And I feel like that was one of the reasons why this movie didn't grab my attention the first time. But going in with the expectations that I had this time, like knowing what the film is, it worked a lot better. But I still wish there was more to chew on. We get quite a few coincidences in the film too, like no cell phone reception in a lot of parts of the film. Other people wearing the killer's mask throughout the entire carnival. And it's just like, yeah, it makes for a more interesting story, but it feels like those things wouldn't happen. I mean, if you're at a carnival, most likely your cell phone's gonna work. And some people are gonna love this ending, and some people are gonna absolutely hate it. Me, I'm kind of in the middle. Like, it was okay. I don't love it, though. Neither do I hate it. But it was kind of there. It did its job. It was good enough, I suppose. I don't hate it, but it could have been a lot better. So guys, this is not an amazing film by any means, but it is decent, and it's a lot better than what I was expecting on my second watch, because my first watch didn't go over so well at all. After my first watch, I would have gave this film a 3 out of 10. Like, that's what I had it online on my websites that I rate my movies. This time around, I think I'm going to give it a 6.5 out of 10. It even got a passing grade for me. It's still not great, but it's a decent watch, and it really puts you in the mood for the spooky season. There's better carnival, amusement park type horror films, like The Funhouse, for instance, but this one is still worth a watch at least once anyway. So there you have it, guys. There's my little review on the movie Hellfest from 2018. Let me know down below in the comments what you think of this film. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you need a second watch to like it like me? Let me all know all those things down below, and I'll be sure to get back to you on those. And that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching.